we will look at the practice test answers first. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about what I have just told you, I will answer that. I did not receive the practice test. Practice test you will not be receiving. It is available in the course page. So please log into the course page, and in the students section, you will find on the left hand side a panel which has exams. So if you click on that, you will see Samskrita Shri Pathamala 1 practice test, and then you will find attempt. So once you click on attempt, it will take you to the exam page, and from there you can attempt this test. So it is available in the course page. I can show you right now. So can you see my screen? So here, so when you log in, your page will look like this. On the left hand side, you will see exams. So you click on that. You will see Samskrita Shri Pathamala 1 practice test, and you will have this icon which says attempt. So go into this and you will be able to take the test. So the final exam is on the 5th of October. It is for 50 marks. It is for a duration of 2 hours. There will be 35 questions, which are all multiple choice questions. So these are the details. You will also receive a detailed email about the final exam. Are ksha and nya included in the total count for vyanjanani? No, they are both sanyuktaksharas. So kshakara is kakara and shakara, and nyakara is nyakara and jakara together. Pathamala 2 course will happen from January. Hopefully, by the grace of God, it should happen. We will do the practice test questions today, immediately after this. The Sanskrit Education Society exam, which is to be held, if at all it is held in January of 2022, it will not be an online exam. It will only be a written exam. So that is why they have not been able to conduct the exam till date. The details about the Pathamala 2 course will be announced later, once the course is announced. It will be, all the details will be made. Can you please put this among the other sessions, like how we have the 2 tests? Oh, okay. So since this is an ongoing test, so the old tests were through Google Forms and they were not through the portal. But now I think they have been imported into the portal also. But this is an ongoing test, so it will be available in the current exams which you can attempt. The meaning of question number 14. I think you're referring to the question in the practice test. We will go through the entire practice test now. Somebody, so people who are not in Chennai, you can ask for the email of the question paper to be sent to you. That is the question paper to be sent to you by email, and you can send the answer sheets by post to the Sanskrit Education Society itself. Even if you live abroad, you can send it by speed post, or you can send it to the Sanskrit Education Society. The final test has 35 questions, but it is for 50 marks. Many people who are living abroad have been writing the Sanskrit Education Society exams. This is as per the information I have received from them, that if somebody can email them the question paper, then you can write the answers and you can send it to them, to the society's office itself. So we at Vyoma will also try and see if we can put up, once the question paper is given, we'll see if we can give it so that students can write the exam from anywhere. Now, don't worry too much about this Samskrita Shri exam to be conducted by the society, because they have not yet announced it. And in whatever way Vyoma can help, we are there to do it. Now, for the Vyoma test on October 5th, there is no need to register or anything. You just have to go, as I showed you, you have to go to that exams section, and you will see the final test link available in the portal itself. You just have to click on attempt and take the test. The different exams in Pathamala are different levels. This is level 1, then they have up to level 8. Bhargavi A, I have already mentioned the final exam details twice. So you please listen to the recording and you will know the details. Anyway, you will receive a detailed email about the final exam. It is not mandatory to take the Sanskrit Education Society exam, but this course is a preparatory course for that exam. So we are making the announcement for that course as well in here. The final exam on October 5th is a virtual exam. It is an online exam, and you can it has only multiple choice questions. Please don't confuse between the two. It will not be using Google Forms. It is through the portal itself. So it is a very similar process. So there is nothing to worry. If you have taken the practice test, it is exactly like that. Okay. The evaluation for the October 5th exam will be done immediately. So you will know the results immediately on submission. So let us go through this practice test. I hope you're able to see the screen. I'll increase the size as well. Is it clear now? Yeah, so the first question is, the object of any sentence is in Prathama, Dvitiya, Sambodhana Prathama or Panchami. The correct answer is Dvitiya, because we saw that Dvitiya Vibhakti represents the object in a sentence. Prathama is the subject of the sentence. Sambodhana Prathama is used for addressing a person, and Panchami is the ablative case. So the object will be only Dvitiya. This is the correct answer. The second one is another word for Padmam. Padmam is a lotus. So the other word is Kamalam. Kamalam is also lotus. Atalam is a rose. Pushpam is any flower. And Madhuram is sweet. So these three are not correct. Kamalam is the correct answer. Which among these is not a Padam? We saw in detail that a dhatu itself cannot be used in the sentence. It has to be added to the ting pratyaya. And so every word has a prakriti and pratyaya part. Lik is the prakriti part, which is just the dhatu, basic verb root. So it cannot be used in a sentence. It is not a complete padam. Whereas harihi can be used in a sentence. It is a padam. Ramaha, we see that it is used in a sentence. It is a padam because it has a pratipadikam, which is a shabda, as well as the vibhakti pratyaya. And Shivaha is also a padam. So these things can be used directly in a sentence because they are full padams. They have a prakriti part and a pratyaya part. Only the lik dhatu, which is a verb root, cannot be used in a sentence. If it is likhati or likhataha or some other thing on the form, then it can be used in a sentence. Which among these is Napumsakalinga? Gauri is Srilingam. Dwaram, Dwaram, Dware, Dwarani. So this is a Napumsakalinga pada. Alayaha, it is Pullingam. And Dharmaha, that is also Pullingam. Which among these is Strilinga? Kandukam, Napumsakalingam. Girihi, Pullingam. Madhu, Napumsakalingam. And Yachana, it is an Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Dhavati is a verb form. Yes, that is true. Dhavati is a verb form. It means he or she runs. Vibhakti is added to a dhatu. This is false. We add vibhakti only to a pratipadikam, which is a namapada, and you get a namapada out of it. When you add to the pratipadikam a vibhakti pratyaya, what you get is a namapadam. Avyaya is something that does not change with different vibhaktis. There is only one form which is used in all the sentences irrespective of the vibhakti or vachana or linga. So it is a indeclinable. So vibhakti does not have different forms. So this sentence is false. Anuswara and visarga come after vyanjanani is the question. But that is false because Anuswara and Visarga can come only after vowels, which means only after swaras. Most pronouns do not have forms in Sambodhana Prathama. Here, the statement that is made is the Sambodhana Prathama form is absent for most of the pronouns, which is true. That is what we have seen. The only exception to this is Bhavat and Bhavati. Bhavati, which are the Bhavat Shabda pronoun, which has forms in Sambodhana Prathama also. So all other Sarvanama Shabdas or pronouns do not have a Sambodhana Prathama. So this sentence is true, because most pronouns do not have a form in Sambodhana Prathama. Now you have to choose all the correct answers and we have to use the correct vibhakti form in the sentence. So you have to replace these words and see which are the ones which fit. Rama is the word in bracket, that is the pratipadikam. Vina kridanganam gaccha. With Vina, you can either use the Tritiya Vibhakti or you can use the Dvitiya Vibhakti. So Ramam Vina is also correct. Ramena Vina is also correct. But Shashti, Ramasya and Chaturthi, Ramaya are not correct. They are wrong. Next is Balaha Pada Charati. So Balaha, with what does he move about? He walks with his 2 feet or 2 legs, which is Padabhyam. Padabhyam is Dvivachanam because there are 2 legs. You use Padabhyam. Padayoho is either Shashti or Saptami, which will not come here because what is the instrument that is used for walking? It is the 2 legs. Padau is Prathama and Dvitiya, which is also incorrect. Padaihi is plural, which is not correct. Shishu hastayoho kridanakam asti. So the child has a toy in his hand. So Shishoho hastayoho, in the hands of the child there is a toy. So Shishoho is Shashti. So of the child, that in the hands of the child there is a toy is the meaning of this sentence. So only Shashti is appropriate. Shishuna hastayoho will not come because it is not an instrument. Shishave is Chaturthi dative, that is also incorrect. And Shishum is the accusative case, that is also incorrect. Here the only correct answer can be Shishoho. There is only one correct choice here. Kasturi harina jayate. So from a deer we get kasturi, that is the musk which we get from the deer. So harinebhyah, you can either use the plural form bahuvachanam, or you can use the singular form harinath. So panchami is the only appropriate vibhakti that can be used. So harinebhyah or harinath, from is represented by panchami. Harinam is wrong. Harinoho is also wrong. Harinoho is either shashti or saptami, and harinam is dvitiya. Both are wrong. Mata bala bhojanam yachhati. So when yachhati comes, when something is given to or for, then we use the chaturthi vibhakti. So Mata can give bhojanam to either one boy or to two boys or to many boys. So balaya, balebhyah, balabhyam, all three are correct. You have to choose all the three. Whereas balat is panchami, that is not correct in this context. Patihi, patni is the word in brackets. Saha apanam gacchati. We learned that with the word saha, tritiya vibhakti is appropriate. So we use patnya. Patni is like nadi. So nadya patnya. Patnya saha apanam gacchati. Patnyai is chaturthi. Patnim is dvitiya. Patnyaha is shashti. So all these three are not correct. Only tritiya vibhakti can be used with the word saha. So we have to use patnya. Sugrivaha Rama Mitram. Sugriva is the friend of Rama. So when of comes, we use the genitive case, which is shashti. And here Ramena is tritiya, Raman is bahuvachanam of dvitiya, and Ramasya is the correct option, which is shashti ekavachanam. Ramaihi is the tritiya bahuvachanam. These three are wrong. Ramasya is only correct. Vanaraha vriksha vriksham plavati. So what is intended is they mean that the monkey jumps from one tree to another. So from a tree is represented by panchami. When you use from, you should use panchami. When you use than also, you should use panchami. So vrikshat is the only panchami form that is given. Vrikshat vriksham plavati. It jumps from one tree to another. And plavati is a movement verb. So vriksham is in dvitiya. Note that also. So when there is a movement verb, the destination will also be in dvitiya. Vrikshena, vrikshasya and vrikshaya are incorrect. Vrikshena is tritiya, vrikshasya is shashti, vrikshaya is chaturthi. These three are wrong. Only panchami, which is vrikshat, is correct. Aham sayankala griham gacchami. In the evening, sayam kale. So it is the locative case, saptami. So sayam kale is the correct answer. Sayam kalaha by itself can't be used. Sayam kalau is also incorrect. Sayam kalaya is chaturthi, that is not correct. So in the evening is represented by the saptami vibhakti, sayam kale. Ganeshaya Jambu phala is the word in bracket rochate. So the verb rochate should agree with this jambu phala shabda, because this is the action in this sentence. I mean, this is the subject of the sentence. The action is rochate. What does jambu phalam do? It does the act of being liked by Ganesha. So that is why Ganesha is given in Chaturthi Vibhakti. So Jambu Phalam is the Prathama Vibhakti. And Rochate is singular, so we are using Jambu Phalam. Jambu Phalani is also Prathama, but it is incorrect. It has to agree with Rochate, so we are using Jambu Phalam. Jambu Phalasya is wrong. Jambu Phalaya is also wrong. Shashti and Chaturthi are inappropriate here, because Jambu Phalam is the doer of the action in this sentence. So it is the subject. Now in this question, Chal Dhatu is there. You have to choose the Madhyama Purusha forms. So Chalataha is Prathama Purusha Dvivachana form. Chalami is Uttama Purusha Ekavachana form. These both these things are incorrect. Chalasi is Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana. Chalatha is Bahuvachanam. So these two are the correct Madhyama Purusha forms of the Chal Dhatu, to go or to move. Here there is a spelling mistake, I'm sorry. It should be Uchchaihi. The first cha should be there and there should be double chakara. Uchchaihi is an avyayam. It is not a pullinga padam, it is not a strilinga padam, and it is not a napumsakalinga padam. There is no lingam for an avyaya. This is an avyaya. It means high or loud. So it is an avyaya pada. So is angry with, the meaning of that is kupyati or krudhyati. We learned in Chaturthi Vibhakti that whenever there is kupyati or krudhyati, we should use the, that is the target of this sentiment will be in Chaturthi Vibhakti. So we know the meaning of kupyati and krudhyati as to be angry with. In the other two options are kridati. Here also there is a spelling mistake. It is not kridati, it is kridati, and karoti. So these are wrong options. Karoti does not mean to be angry. Kridati also does not mean to be angry with. Kridati means to play. Karoti means to do. Tasmin is the Saptami Ekavachana form of the Tad Pullinga Shabda as well as the Tad Napumsakalinga Shabda. It is not the Yushmat Shabda, it is not the Idam Shabda. So the correct options are Tad Pullingam and Tad Napumsakalingam. Then the Sarvanama Shabda used as a Madhyama Purusha pronoun. There are three options which are correct, which are Bhavati, which is the Strilinga of the Bhavat Shabda. So the Shabda itself is an Ikaranta Bhavati Shabda. It is like Nadi Shabda. Bhavat can either be Pullingam or Napumsakalingam. In Pullingam, it is Bhavan, Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantah, and in Napumsakalingam, it is Bhavat, Bhavati, Bhavanti. So these two are the pronouns in the Madhyama Purusha sense, but it is used along with the verbs which are in Uttama, in Prathama Purusha. So that is the only special feature about the Bhavat pronoun. Otherwise, Yushmat Shabda is a normal Madhyama Purusha pronoun. Asmat Shabda is the only Uttama Purusha pronoun. Yushmat is the Madhyama Purusha pronoun. Along with that, Bhavati and Bhavat are also used in this sense, that is Madhyama Purusha sense, and they are pronouns. Asmat Shabda, of course, is a Uttama Purusha pronoun. So it is not correct. The other three have to be selected. So I think 25 questions are over. So regarding these questions, if you have any doubts, you can ask them now. If only Sayam is used instead of Sayam Kala, you can just use Sayam because that is an avyayam. Sayam and Pratah, they are used as such. So if you use Kala, then you have to say Kale. Pratah Kale, Sayam Kale we use. Otherwise, you can just use them as such. Will likhati be a padam? Yes, likhati is a padam because it is a complete word and we have seen that it is used in a sentence. So it is a padam. Only a padam can be used in a sentence. There are many questions about the society's exams. We'll don't worry too much about them. Vyoma will make an announcement if at all there is a test which is to happen in January. Why is Jambu Phalani not a correct option? Because the verb is rochate. The subject of the sentence is Jambu Phalam. So the verb will always agree with the subject of the sentence. And since it's Ekavachana, rochate is Ekavachana, so Jambu Phalam also has to be Ekavachanam only. Jambu Phalani is incorrect. Plural form of rochate will be rochante. So we have not learned the Atmanepada forms. So for now, you just know that rochate is the singular form. Jambu Phalani rochante will come because that is the plural form. Bhavat is a pronoun. It is a Sarvanama Shabda which is used in the Madhyama Purusha sense. The main challenge for me was to identify the linga of the Pratipadikam. Yes, that is the difficult part. Mostly when we are learning the words, we may have to learn it along with the lingam because that is something which we have to just know. The usage of tat, idam and etat. So tat and etat, all the three are pronouns. Tat is used for something that is far away. Idam and etat are used for something that is close by. Each of them have a pullinga, strilinga and napumsakalinga form. For tat, it is saha in pullinga, saha taute in the pullinga form, and sa tetaha in the strilinga form, and tat tetani in the napumsakalinga form. For idam, it is ayam imau ime, iyam ime imaha, and idam ime imani in napumsakalinga. And for etat, it is esha etau ete in pullinga, esha ete etaha in strilinga, etat ete etani in napumsakalinga. So we just have to learn the entire, all the 7 vibhaktis of the tat and idam and etat shabda in all the 3 lingas. The basic shabda itself for bhavat and bhavati is bhavati is like nadi shabda. Nadi is a pratipadikam, isn't it? Just like that, bhavati is also a pratipadikam. It is an ikaranta shabda. Whereas in pullinga, it becomes bhavan, bhavanto, bhavantah. But the basic pratipadikam is bhavat. In napumsakalinga also the pratipadikam is bhavat, but it is bhavat, bhavati, bhavanti. The final test, will it have the same difficulty level as this one? I thought this is a very simple test. Yes, it will be more or less the same. I've tried to keep it as simple as I can. there are some doubts in lesson 32. Some people wanted the English to Sanskritam translation to be discussed. We will do that definitely. Okay, 2 people want to be unmuted. The whole book is there for the test, yes. Yes, lesson 32, translate into Sanskrit. We'll do that now. Chhatra is feminine. Yes, that's correct. Vipin B, 1 minute, I will unmute you. Vipin and BK80 Gopal. I will unmute you in a second. I'll go through the questions and then I will unmute you. So bhavati means you, that's all. For when we are referring to somebody in feminine gender, we use bhavati. So normally we use bhavati and bhavat when we want to address the person with respect. Okay, there are many questions. I will. Vipin Mahodaya, what is your doubt?
Ma'am?
Ram Ram, yeah.
Ram, ma'am. Ma'am, I have submitted the practice test, but can you please check whether you have received it? Because I don't know, some
score, right?
technical issues happened.
Okay, but did you receive the result? Were you able to see the result on the screen?
Yeah, ma'am, I saw the result.
Then you have submitted it and it will be definitely available.
Okay, ma'am, thank you so much.
Thank you. Gopal Mahodaya, BK80 Gopal Ram Ram.
Ram, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, that I submitted the test again, ma'am. I attended again. Can I attempt it? How many times I want it?
Yes, you can attempt it any number of times.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, and for final test, whether it will be 35 questions and 50 marks, isn't it, ma'am?
Yes.
And the same as practice test only.
It will be similar to that. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Ram. Jayanti P.
Ram, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I wanted to understand. I know the Tad Shabda, the first 3 forms, it's very easy. That's not the problem. The problem is that the Vibhakti forms, I want to understand it in English to apply it. Like when they say kaha, kau, ke, and then the next forms, I don't know
That is
how
Kip
the.
Shabda.
Yeah, so like even in Tat Shabda or Yushmat Shabda, I don't understand how, like when they ask a question, Kena,
Kena
like that.
is by whom?
Yeah, so that is what I'm not able to apply it. Like I don't understand it, so I don't know to answer the question when those kind of forms come.
Okay, so you have to see every vibhakti we have seen in which context it is used, right? And what the meaning of each vibhakti is.
Correct.
So you have to use those prepositions along with it. In the case of tat shabda, it or that, whichever pronoun you're using. So according to the noun which it refers to, we have to adapt it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's the part is a bit challenging. The other forms, like when it is a noun, I'm able to do it. It's not a problem. But with this particular, especially
it is very similar to that. There is just that instead of a noun, you're having a pronoun and it refers to another noun.
yeah, especially the questions, ma'am. When it is like kaha kau ke ka ke kaha,
Okay.
it's easy. But when it comes to many forms of that, I don't know which vibhakti to use for which question. I just don't know that. Kasmat, like I don't know.
Basic rules have already been laid out. It is just the same as for any noun that the vibhakti rules are applied. So
So
under
kasmai, like if they say kasmai, that's a question, right? Kasmai. So
Yes.
in what form, like what does that question actually, how do you
Okay,
form?
now, yeah. So where do you use what vibhakti is kasmai first of all?
Fourth form, like fourth case.
Yes. So that is the chaturthi vibhakti.
Chaturthi vibhakti,
Where
yes.
do you use the chaturthi vibhakti? What is the rule that you have studied for chaturthi vibhakti?
It is 2 and 4, I think.
2 and 4. So
Yeah.
what does that mean?
So when you give something to somebody or you're
Yes.
for a purpose,
For a purpose, yes. So when you use it with the kim shabdas, what does it mean? To whom or for whom? To whom
Okay.
or for whom are you doing this or are you giving this is the question. So it takes the meaning of a question. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So how would kabhyam come? Like where will you, in what context will you use kabhyam in that?
Abhyam can be Tritiya, Chaturthi or Panchami.
Yeah,
So
correct.
depending on the context, you will have to decide which vibhakti is being used.
So in the fourth case itself, suppose it's kabhyam.
Okay.
So how would we use that?
So to who, suppose somebody is giving say a fruit to 2 people. So to whom are you giving it? Kabhyam yachati is what you will ask.
Or to whom?
To which 2 people are you giving?
Oh, okay.
Is translated as kabhyam.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so that's where when I found the challenges when I was doing the exercises.
You
and
have to replace the pronoun into that context in which the vibhakti is used. So there is absolutely no difference.
Okay, so that is the main challenge I found in doing all the exercises.
No, in practice you will get. You redo the exercises, you will understand why each vibhakti is used in the context.
I'm able to translate it, but when I see my translation, it is like not the way I had answered it. So that's why I had these doubts. Thanks, ma'am. Thanks for clarifying it. Thank you. Ram.
Okay. We just have 10 minutes left. We'll see if we can do the So are you able to see the sentences clearly? Okay, great. So the first one here is mother is giving food to the child. So does anybody want to try this? You can raise your hand. I'll lower all the hands. If you want to try answering this, you can raise your hand. R. Jairam.
Mata or Janani,
Amba.
Mata
Okay.
Putraya Annam Dadati. Yachati.
So child, you can say son is Putraha,
Okay.
whereas child is Shishuhu. So if it is Shishuhu, what would you say? In
Shishave.
Chaturthi. Excellent.
Shishave.
Shishave Annam
Annam
Dadati or Yachati. One of the two you can use. And you can say Annam or Bhojanam. Either of them is okay. Dhanyawada. Does anybody else want to try? Ramya Bhagini, do you want to try?
The first one
is modest. No.
What is the word for modesty?
Modesty is Vinayam.
Vinayam.
Yeah. So there is this famous sentence which says Vidya Dadati Vinayam, for which they have given the translation here. Education gives modesty.
Vidya Dadati Vinayam.
Yes.
Rama climbs the mountains. So that would be Ramaha. Mountains would be Parvataha. So that would be Parvataha.
Parvataha is Prathama Vibhakti. You would use the Dvitiya Vibhakti here because it is the object of the sentence.
Of the sentence,
so,
right.
in Dvitiya, Bahuvachanam of Parvataha will be?
Rama, Ramana that would be. So it would be Parvatan. Parvatan. And Arohanam.
Is excellent. Arohati.
Arohati, yes. Arohanam becomes Arohati.
Ramaha Parvatan Arohati.
I had a Natvam question last week, but I have a clarification on that again. Can I ask you that?
Sure.
If I'll take the Rama Shabda for example. We say in the Dvitiya it is Ramam, Ramau, Raman.
Yes.
But Tritiya becomes Ramena.
Yes. So end of the word, Natvam doesn't happen. In Ramena, there is Nakara followed by an Akara, so it is technically not the end of the word. You understand? Ramena.
No.
Nakara
because there is
Akara.
Right, the vowel after it.
Yes, so it is not the end of the word, so that alphabet does not become Nakara. Whereas in Raman, it is end of the word, so it is only Nakara.
So it is only Na.
Yes.
And that is the same for anything. The Natvam rule will only come if it is not at the end of the word.
Yes, Padanta.
All right, got it. Thank you very much.
Namaskar. I think you can try more than one sentence. Sharada 1, 2, 3. Bhagini, do you want to try? Go home. So this is
Gruham.
Ram.
Gruham Gacha.
Griham Gacha. The next one.
Patihi Patnya Saha Apanikam Gachati.
Okay. Apanam or Apanikam.
Apanam. Saha, he attains victory in the battle. Saha Yudhena.
Saptami should be used because in the battle. So Yudhe, Yuddham is battle. So the Saptami will be Yudhe. Attains victory means?
Vijayi Bhavati. Vijayam
Jayati. Okay. So just Jayati will do because that is a simple word to use at this level. So Saha Yudhe Jayati. Uttam. Dhanyavadah, Bhagini.
Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Shobha, Bhagini. Can you try the next one? Yeah. Now can you try unmuting?
Yeah. Aham. What are you doing? What am I doing?
So for doing, what is the verb?
Karot.
Correct. So for Uttama Purusha?
Aham kim karoti?
Karo.
Aham kim karoti?
Karoti is Prathama Purusha. We have to use, with Aham we use only the Uttama Purusha, right? So Aham kim karomi.
Okay, aham kim karomi.
Yes. Next one is, the lion is an enemy to the elephant.
The Vyagraha.
Vyagraha is tiger. Lion is Simha.
Lion. Simha. Shatru. Enemy is Shatru, right?
Then
the elephant. Yeah.
Elephant is Gajaha.
Gajaha. Vyagraha.
No, Simha.
Sorry, Simha. Shatru. Shatru.
You cannot use the order as in.
Yeah, I can't.
Because you have to say the lion is the enemy of the elephant. We say Simha Gajasya of the elephant.
Gajasya Shatruhu.
Gajasya Shatruhu Asti or Bhavati. Or even if you don't say Asti or Bhavati, that will be implied. Okay. Then you try the next
Simha.
one.
Gajasya Shatruhu. Okay.
Shatruhu Asti.
The cat. The Marjala.
Rat is?
Rat.
Mushakaha.
Sorry?
Mushakaha.
Mushakaha Shatruhu. Mushakaha Shatruhu.
Shashti vibhakti. Mushakasya Shatruhu.
Mushakasya. Here also it comes Gajasya it comes, right? Here also?
Yes. Simha Gajasya Shatruhu.
Gajasya Shatruhu.
Mushakasya Shatruhu.
Mushakasya Shatruhu. Okay, understood.
Yes.
Thank you.
Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada.
Sri Ranjini Mohan Ram. Bhagini, you want to try?
Ram Vani.
Ram. Namaste.
Namaste. Sugriva is a friend of Rama.
Yes.
Sugrivaha Ramasya Mitraha.
Mitram. Mitram is Napumsakalingam, but it means friend. So if you say Mitraha, it means son. So the S-U-N, son. So it will not be the correct word. So you should use Mitram Asti.
Mitram.
Okay. Next is?
The rivers rise from Himalayas. Nadyaha.
Can you say the first vibhakti of Nadi Shabda? Nadi. Nadihi,
Nadyaha.
Nadi, Nadyau, Nadyaha. Yeah. So Nadyaha is the plural form.
Yes. Nadyaha.
Nadyaha.
Himalaya Parvate.
Himalaya. So from the Himalayas has to be
Himalaya Parvatyat. Himalayat Utpatitaha.
Udbhavanti. So they arise. Udbhavanti. You should say that in plural because you're talking about rivers.
Rivers.
And Himalayas, you can either say Parvatebhyaha as plural, or you can say Himalaya Parvatat also. You can refer to them, collectively as one and say Himalayat, or you can say Himalaya Parvatebhyaha. Both will be right. Okay. You want to try the next one as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tears flow from the eyes.
Yeah.
Netrabhyam ashru
Very good.
pravartate. Pravahati.
Pravahati. So Netrabhyam. Since tears.
Ashruni.
Excellent. Ashru, Ashruni, Ashruni. So Ashruni is plural.
Pravahati.
Pravahanti. The
Pravahati.
verb should also be in the plural
Plural.
lingam, means the vachanam. So
Pravahanti.
Pravahanti will be correct. Because you have to use the plural form. Yes.
Yes, thank you. The king gives clothes to the poor.
Yes.
Nripatihi. Nripaha.
Okay.
Dinebhyaha. Dinebhyaha.
Very good.
Vastrani vitarayati.
Yeah, you can say either vitarati, which means distributes, or you can say yachati. That will be.
Yachati.
Gives is yachati. That will be.
Yachati.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Thank you.
Urmila Babu, Bhagini, do you want to try?
Yes, I will try. The next one is the mother is angry with me. Mata mahyam kupyati.
Uttama. Samyak.
The next one is who is beating the horse with the hands? Kaha ashvam
Uttama.
hastabhyam dandayati.
Dandayati is punish. Tadayati. Tadayati is to hit or beat.
Tadayati. Okay.
But it's a very good. Okay, great attempt. Okay, next one.
Next one is that man is wandering here and there for food.
Yes.
That man is Saha Naraha. Saha Naraha.
Okay.
Itastataha. Annaya Vicharati.
Okay, great. Very good.
Okay, the next one is
2 more left. Okay, you want to finish it?
Okay. What is the cause of her anger? Tasyaha Krodaha Karanam Kim.
So Tasyaha is of her, and again for the anger you have to use of her anger, right? So you have to say Tasyaha Krodhasya Karanam Kim.
Oh, Krodasya. Okay.
Of her anger also.
Tasyaha is her. Her
Yes.
anger again is Krodasya.
Of her anger. So the cause of anger we are saying, isn't it? There again, there is a genitive case. So her itself has an indication of possession. Again, there is of for anger. So you should say Krodhasya.
Krodasya Karanam Kim.
Karanam. Uttam.
Okay.
And the last one.
The last one is who is climbing the hill? Kaha Achalam Arohati.
Samyak. Uttam.
Dhanyavadaha. Dhanyavadaha.
So that brings us to the end of this. Time is up, so we will wind up with Mangala Shloka. Shanti Mantraha. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha. Shubharatri.